Hey everyone, and Happy New Year! I hope you had a great start to 2024. And if you're like me, if you like organizing and planning, maybe some of you have done your vision boards. I've finally done my vision board. It's already complete. I have also done vision boarding with my team, and we have also started our 2024 planning. But I think if you're caught up in all this planning and all this goal setting for 2024, there's something important that you should have done prior to that. And this one is listing down all your blessings. So I make sure before I start every goal planning and goal setting, I take time to pause and reflect on the year that was. And sometimes when we get excited and we get caught up with all the things that we want to do in 2024, there's a missing piece if you don't look back and count your blessings in 2023. Let's dive into counting your blessings in 2023 and how it can help you plan your goals in 2024. So if you're maybe watching this now, maybe you're done all your planning and your goal setting, but it's still okay to take time to pause and look back and really dive deep on what happened in 2023, all the lessons that you have learned. Maybe 2023 was not a very good year for you. Maybe you have lost someone, maybe you did not reach your goals, a relationship that was broken, or maybe you failed on so many aspects. But the good thing about looking back at these things that challenged you or you struggled with, or that was not a very happy memory for you, is when you look back at all these things and see the lesson, like understand the lessons that you could have gotten from it. I know there's not like you're like, oh Melon, there's no lesson in losing someone, there's no lesson in some of these failures. Stop this toxic positivity. It's not about toxic positivity, but it's about helping yourself grow and helping yourself become more resilient. There's always a silver lining in every cloud. And you know what, even if you don't see it right now, you'll realize later on that you have become a stronger person, that this challenge have helped you develop something in you, especially if you try and look for the lesson. You say, no, there's no lesson in this. You just have to accept, yes, true, you have to first grieve, you have to first feel the emotion before you can move on. You don't sweep your sadness on the side, you don't sweep your failures, you don't try to jump for joy with, I'm not saying that you jump for joy even with all those struggles, but what I'm saying is pause, look back, feel your emotion, and accepting that these challenges are part of life. Jesus did not promise that He will remove the storm, but He said that He will be with us through the storm. He will walk with us through the darkest valleys, and He will be with us, not remove, this sadness in life. Because this is the world, we live in an imperfect world. But the good thing about it is Jesus is with us, and God is with us all the time. We don't have to go through those challenges alone. So when you list down all these things that happened to you in 2023, try to look for the lessons. Even if you just list down all the good things. Like for us, one of the best things that happened for us in 2023 was we were able to go to a mission trip. We were able to experience sharing the gospel to others. We were able to experience meeting and going to unreached places. So that's one of the things that I'm very thankful for in 2023. And the best thing about that is I got to bring the family along, and we were able to serve God as a family. It's also good for us in Dubai. Here in Dubai, we're living in a bubble. Everything looks luxurious, looks great, looks good. We live in a good house. You don't see homeless people lying down in the street. Maybe in some areas in UAE, but in Dubai where we'll stay in, everything is protected from these harsh realities of life. It was really a good experience for the kids to see like children who cannot even afford to go to school. Meanwhile, my kids take school for granted. Those are the things that I am blessed to have shown the kids. I know it's not like an instant thing that, okay, they will realize that, oh, yes, We are so blessed. It's a continuous process. So that's one thing that I'm very thankful for, is that God, the wisdom and the counsel I get from the friends and I get from our family at church and our Christian community, is that we get consistently guided. So that's one thing that we're also thankful for, is that we intentionally opened up our time and our schedule to spending more time with the people that we want to spend with, that where we can pray with, we can fellowship with. So another thing that we're thankful for is, there's a lot of things we're thankful for. We participated in a bridal fair in the Philippines. We got a lot of leads, but we did not get a booking. But it can consider failure, but it's a step. It's a learning process for us. We learned a lot of things. If you watch my previous video, you'll hear about that. Another thing is, like, half of the year, it was our lowest first quarter compared to the past 6-7 years. So it was a very disappointing time for us. It's not a failure, but there's a lot of business realizations for me as a business leader, and there's a lot of things that I learned from that and I picked up. And then in the second half of the year, we were able to bounce back and we were able to pivot, and then so we had a really good second half of the year. When you realize your mistakes, when you look back and look at what happened, even if it's just previous years, when you try to look back what you've done well and where you can improve on, frame it this way: what you could have done well or better, and where you can improve on. If you look at and study those questions every month or every week, like yesterday, where can I improve on? You frame it in a way that you're not looking at your failure, you're not delving on your failure, but you're falling, you're getting back up, and you're taking another shot at it. That's one thing, and we will continue to take another shot at things, and we will continue to get back up and fight. So that's one thing that 2023 brought for us, is that we'll fall, but you will get back up and become stronger and wiser. I have been intentional in producing content last year in the business and for myself. I got back on YouTube, and I'm really thankful for all the support that I've received. I haven't reached my goal to monetize, but like I said, it's not about reaching your goals, it's not about reaching the numbers, but it's about improving oneself, getting 1% better every day, and progress is better than perfection. That's always one thing that I say, and that's actually my vision board this year, is to be better. Being better for me is more important than reaching the numbers that I have set myself. The number that I set myself is my North Star. It's where I need to go, but even if I go an inch closer, a couple of feet closer to that goal, for me, that is an achievement already. So another praise is that we finally got our golden visa after so many months of application. Irish got his golden visa, and now we're in the process of getting our own golden visa for the family as well. One of the major things that happened last year was we lost a brother. Irish's brother passed away in November. It's a sad part for the family. It's a very sad moment. Until now, we're grieving his loss. It was a sudden loss, and he's so young. He was younger than me and Irish, and having to lose a family member is something hard to comprehend. There's a lot of questions, and maybe when we meet God and go to heaven, we can ask Him why. There's no rhyme or reason, or we cannot justify. There's a reason for his loss. We can learn from this. But what we have learned from that, God is still with us, and even though we grieve, and even though we feel empty inside because we have lost a family member, is God is beside us. He knows our loss, He knows the pain, and that's what comforts us. And knowing that God is in control is one thing that we can take away from this. So 2023 was a year of blessings. It was a year of grieving as well. And one thing that we'll bring with us in 2024 is knowing that God is in control in 2024, and God is with you also, and intentionally seeking God continually and every day. The verse that I am studying this week is Psalm 124 verse 8. Our help is from the Lord. and seek His wisdom continually. We should not go to Google. Like, I know our tendency, if we face a problem, if we have a question, we don't know the answer, we go to Google or we phone a friend. But first thing that we should do always is, this is something that I need to practice also, is always ask God first in prayer. And I encourage you also to continue to seek the Lord every day. It's a journey, and it's not you one time read the Bible and then that's it. But continually seek the Lord and continually talk to Him, pray to Him, bring your burdens to Him, and trust in Him. I hope you have a great start to 2024, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and God bless you all.